up, you guys? It's Megan, and today we are filming another Q&A. I'm so sorry that it took me so long to get this out. I know for some reason I wasn't really thinking like, oh, everybody wants a Q&A, but you know, maybe you guys do. So I figured I would take some of the questions from the old Q&A mixed with some new questions that I asked for on Instagram. Well, I didn't ask for the questions, but you know, I prompted people to ask questions on Instagram. So I thought I would do another Q&A because I really like doing these things. I really like being able to connect with you guys and all that. It's a lot of fun. So if you guys have any questions for the future or a new Q&A, go ahead and leave them down below, or you can follow my social medias. On Twitter, you can hashtag Megannplays Q&A, and they may be in the next video, I don't know. But before we get into the Q&A, go ahead and leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. It shows support for my channel, and honestly, it makes me feel good inside. So if you want to help me feel good, leave a like, leave a comment with a question. I already said that. So good at YouTube. Another thing I wanted to tell you guys about is I'm going to be going to a convention called the GameCon in June. The dates are going to be June 3rd, 4th, and 5th. I think it's that first weekend of June. I'm gonna be there. Aviator Gaming, his wife Haley Bean, Bert, the Bert dude, his girlfriend Shelby, Garrett, Tyson, all those people are gonna be there at the GameCon. So if you guys wanted to come meet us or me, or you know, just say hi or come see other YouTubers, all the information for that will be down below. I just didn't want you guys to miss out on the opportunity, trying to spread the word as much as possible. So if you guys are at all interested in going to a convention for gaming / Minecraft, the information for that will be down below, so go ahead and check it out. Okay, so we are gonna go ahead and get into the questions now, and the first question comes from Nate's Fit 2. What do you edit with and record with to record your screen? I actually use OBS Studio. It's free. OBS.com, I think, is what it is. It's free. It just captures your screen. Whenever I capture console gaming, which I rarely do anymore, I use an Elgato capture card, which sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. I don't know. I can't really recommend it, but to capture my screen for Minecraft and stuff, I use OBS Studio, and to edit my videos, I use Sony Vegas. And I know a lot of people are like, you need to use Adobe Premiere, and I'm just like, I know how to use Sony Vegas, so I'm going to use that for a while until I decide that I need to move on to learning Adobe Premiere Pro. But they're all good programs. They all cost money though, so if you're a new YouTuber and wanting to start out, I recommend getting like iMovie, which I think comes with Mac things. I'm not sure. There are cheaper options out there. So if you are a new YouTuber, just research free editing apps. The next question comes from Fireboy113. Hi Megan, will you ever do gameplay episodes with Aviator Gaming, Gizzy Gaza, etc.? Yes, I actually just now started a brand new series on my channel with Aviator Gaming. You guys can check that out. I'll leave like a little card up in the corner of this video so that you guys can click on that if you want. We are doing Newlyweds, and I just noticed that I think my camera's on a tilt. Is that better? I don't know. But yes, I have done some gameplay videos on my channel with them, and then the Iron Mango. So hello, collabs! I'm finally getting into them. I didn't really do them a lot before because I was really shy, and I don't really like asking people to take time out of their day to help to like do things for me and like, hey, stop what you're doing and come do something for my channel. I don't know. I'm too shy to do that. So the next question comes from Nirsa Tarrant. I'm sorry, I know I butchered that. Where's your dream job and why? Well, my dream job would have to be somewhere working for Blizzard Entertainment or The Sims at Max's. They're both in California, so I don't know. Whenever I graduate, I might move to California. I'm gonna put in applications to those two places, and if they accept me, which I don't know. I feel like they're both in the top leagues, you know, the heavy hitters. I feel like I might need more just general experience before I can apply for those. But those would be my dream jobs because I have so much passion for Blizzard and The Sims, and if I could work for one of those, that would be the best thing ever. The next question comes from Ella McAuliffe. I'm sorry. Are you dating someone in the BAM house? No, I am not. I am dating my boyfriend Sam. He is not Sam Gladiator. He does not have a YouTube channel. I did a video with him, my boyfriend Sam. No, I'm not dating anybody in the BAM house. Common misconception is people think that I live in the BAM house, that I'm a part of the BAM house, that I'm in California. No, I'm across the country. I'm in Texas, and California is literally halfway across the country, so I'm not dating anybody from there. I don't live with anybody from there. I consider them good friends of mine, but I don't date them. All right, the next question comes from Tyler Worthington. Start doing vlogs? Well, no, not until I maybe graduate and do something more fun, because right now I literally, like, I wake up, I go to school, and I come home and nap, and then I either do homework or do a video. My days are very boring. I feel like vlogs are only interesting if you're going out somewhere on vacation. Like, I'll vlog whenever I go to the GameCon, and I'll vlog whenever I go to BlizzCon. Oh, by the way, not going to Minecon very sorry. I did not get a ticket. Tickets apparently sold out like really fast and I didn't have the money for a ticket, so I'm not going to get Minecon. Extreme apologies, but maybe I'll go to the next one in 2017. Anyway, no, my life is too boring to do vlogs. That's more for people who travel a lot, and I don't. I just sit in my room. So, you know, maybe anytime I travel, I'll do vlogs. Okay, so the next question, it has like 2 questions. It's from Lily Leopold. Probably said that wrong, like them all. 1, how long have you been doing YouTube? I think that I've been doing YouTube since like my freshman year of college. I think it was like it was definitely in 2013, but it didn't really go anywhere. It didn't do anything good. So I ended the channel and I rebranded myself, and then it started going better because I started on Instagram. I don't know. I've been kind of dabbling in YouTube for 3 years now. Number 2, what tips would you give to newcomers to YouTube that want to start making their own content? Some tips that I would give is you don't need to have the best equipment, but you need to have a little something. And I know that sounds awful, but like literally whenever I started recording on my iPhone. I didn't have anything fancy. I literally just set my iPhone up in front of me and talked to it and recorded with that, as well as you can buy Fraps. Well, OBS is free, so I'm not even going to mention Fraps. Download OBS, set up your phone, do a face cam. That way I didn't have a mic, I didn't have anything. I just straight up used my phone and OBS. So you can just use those things to start out. And for tips, do what you want to do. If you aren't having fun, people can sense that, and nobody's gonna watch somebody who's not having fun. I know that it's kind of tempting to do what other people are doing, but if it makes you miserable, why would you do that? I mean, if you're doing YouTube to get money, to get fame, and be miserable, don't do it. It's as simple as that. You just really need to do what makes you happy, and if that's literally playing solitaire for YouTube, then I guess that's what you can do, and I'm sure a lot of you are so young you don't even know what solitaire is. The next question comes from Sienna Sanchez. I actually get this question a lot. It is, how old are you? I am 21. And I know that sounds kind of old, but if you think about it, I've had a lot of people be like, oh, you're so old for YouTube. Well, I don't see a lot of really like babies on YouTube. I mean, for example, PewDiePie's like 26 and Grace Helbig is 30. So all these like big YouTubers, they're old people, guys. They are old, but like they aren't teenagers. There are some teenagers who get really lucky, but you know, I feel like a lot of people start their YouTube whenever they're like 20, and then maybe it just works out from there. I don't know, but I'm 21, so I'm legally old enough to drink, I'm legally old enough to drive. I get this question a lot, like, have you ever had a car? Yes, I have a car. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the Instagram questions. If you guys have questions for my Instagram, or, you know, want to follow me on Instagram so you can be ready for the next Q&A question asking, or like, hey guys, ask me questions, it's at Megannplays. There's not 2 N's, it's just 1 N, at Megannplays, and it should be good. So the question is from MD Fan. How tall are you? I am 5'8". I'm actually kind of tall. I'm a little bit above average, and a lot of people don't know that, and I'm taller in person than I am online, I guess. I mean, I'm like this tall? I don't know. Next question, Unicorn Legacy. Who is your dream YouTuber / Twitcher to collaborate with? P.S. Love your channel. Well, thank you, Unicorn Legacy. That means a lot. A lot. Voice crack. My dream collab would have to be with Leanne Says. I adore Leanne Says. She is another YouTuber. She's actually a beauty guru, beauty vlogger, I don't know. She does vlogs, hauls, favorites, unfavorites, empties. Like, she does all those videos, and honestly, she inspires me. I met her a few times. I'll insert a picture. A lot of people, well, my dad. Some people say we look like sisters, and I'll take that. She lives in the city that my actual sister lives in, so I don't know. A little bit obsessed. The next question comes from Hectic Friendside. Which do you prefer more, Twitch or YouTube? Well, that's kind of an interesting question. I kind of have a dual answer for that. They're both really cool. I prefer YouTube. Okay, this is what I tell people who are like, Megan, I want to do both, but I only have time for one. Which should I do? And to that, I say YouTube. If you only have time to do one, definitely YouTube. Because a few reasons for that is Twitch videos will only stay up for a few months, but YouTube videos will stay up for years. Like, they don't go away unless they get deleted. And then also you can edit yourself in YouTube. Like, if you feel like you're really quiet, you can edit out all of the really dull parts of your videos. Like, you can edit, stays up longer, they can be shorter, they are more concentrated for people who just want to stop by and then leave, as opposed to Twitch where it's like people really have to be there to enjoy it. And stuff like that. YouTube is a little harder. It takes a little bit more effort. You can't just flip on OBS and start playing. You have to record the video and then edit it and thumbnails and junk. But in the long run, I prefer YouTube over Twitch for that reason. It's just longer. Next question comes from Cindy.Lee. If you were a gaming YouTuber, glad you are, thank you, which type of YouTuber would you want to be and why? Well, if I was not a gaming YouTuber, I think that I would really like to do like beauty or something with like hauls, something with vlogs, just something to put myself out there. I don't really know what other YouTubers are, like obviously I wouldn't cook. I don't know how to cook, I don't really have a kitchen. I think it would be fun to do like DIY videos, which I kind of wanted to introduce on my channel as like DIYs, because I watched some DIY YouTubers like Nicole Skies and I'm like, my followers would really like if I did this type of stuff. So if you guys are interested in seeing any DIYs of just like little fun things, you can write a comment down below and let me know, and then maybe I'll start introducing them to my channel, because like I said, I want to start sitting down and hanging out with you guys more than just doing gaming videos. I want to mix it all up. So yeah, I guess I would just be like a DIYer, vlogger, talk about things, like I put on my makeup today, things like that. And my last question comes from my friend Rayquaza. Reagan, I love you if you're watching this. Her question is, what is the rudest thing a stranger has ever said or done to you? Now, there was a few things. Oh, and I remembered one of them and I already forgot them. So I've had a lot of rude things happen to me at my jobs. For example, I used to work at Rezu's Cajun Cafe and a lot of drunk people would come in there. And honestly, I'm not trying to throw myself a pity party. This is part of the question. Something rude that happened is I was like hostessing, because I was a hostess, and I stood up at the counter and somebody came up to me and they were like, who this? She's so pale, this string beat, and she just like started going off on me, and I'm like holding the minis like, okay, so table for two, like what? So she was like going off, and she was like, I don't know, she was saying really rude things about like me and my appearance, and you know, appearance is something that people can't change. If she's just like, oh, that her shirt's ugly, I'd be like, okay, but like, I don't know, it kind of hits hard whenever people insult who you are, because you can't really change that. Like, yeah, I can go get a spray tan, but like, I'm not, because I can't afford them, because they're expensive to upkeep. So like, that was one thing. Another thing that happened to me, which was outrageous, and I've told this story a few times because it's just like so like mind-blowing, is I was at Target and I was buying like sangria. Not alcoholic sangria, but like, you know, like the little Mexican sodas, and they're like in the dark green tube or can of whatever, bottles. I'll insert a picture. And I bought 2 of those. And I took them up to the lady at the Target register, and she started juggling them. Like she was in the circus or something. Like she had like 2 bottles, okay? And she was like, she threw it up like this. This one's more empty. Maybe I'll show it with this one. She started like juggling them like this whenever she was wrapping them, and one of them flew out of her hand over the counter, shattered on the ground beneath my feet, and cut my leg open. I was like, okay, and she was like, do you want to go get another one? And I was like, no, I guess I'll just have one. And like, she didn't apologize. She didn't even offer to give me paper towels. I was just like, hi, can I have paper towels? My leg is bleeding. You literally just assaulted me by throwing a glass bottle over the counter because you thought it would be fun to perform tricks, acrobatics with your glass bottles, and it cut my leg open, and I was just like in shock. So I thought that was super rude. And so yeah, just like little encounters like that. I haven't had anything like mind-blowingly shocking that made me want to like die. There was something, because I saw this question ahead of time, there was something I thought of and I was like, oh yeah, that was so rude, I'm gonna repeat that. And I forgot it. But I know whenever I used to work at GameStop, a lot of rude stuff would happen to me. Like, people would like straight up belittle me. Like, for example, I was like, hi, welcome to GameStop. Is there anything I can help you find? And the guy was like, yes. And I was like, okay, what are you looking for? And he said, wait, nothing. No, I don't need your help. I'm a real gamer. And he walked away. And I was like, okay. And it was funny because then he like continued to play FIFA on our like test consoles for like 2 hours. I was like, if you're a real gamer, go home and play FIFA. You don't need to sit in our store and play FIFA while being rude. So I don't know, just little things like that. Nothing, I don't know, nothing too, like nobody assaulted me. I didn't get stabbed or something, because that happens to some people, honestly. But that's the last question I have. Like I said, if you guys want to ask questions, leave them down below and I will go through them whenever I'm ready to make my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, share it with your friends, share it on Twitter, and we can all join hands together. Thank you guys so much for 35,000 subscribers. I appreciate it, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!